So what is the difference between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam? Similarities and different. So as we told, they all are heavenly religions. What are heavenly religions? Can you tell me?
Christianity, Islam, Judaism.
Yeah, they are heavenly religions. So what is common between them? For example, can you tell me? Yeah, okay. So one is revelation. Okay, revelation. What is revelation? What is revelation? Revelation is message from the God. So both three of the heavenly religions, they say that message comes from the God. Okay. All three of them believe that there is a life after death. Keeping in view, for example, Shintoism. Shinto or Confucius, for example, they say that, so they negate this concept. So they said we become the part of the nature. Yeah, we'll become the nature, part of the nature. Nature, nature. For Hinduism, they have a life circle of life circles, at least 7 circles of life. Okay. Sorry, I got disconnected. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. For example, revelation, message. All three of them believe that there would be message. So when we say message, they say holy scriptures. Okay, so they say Holy Scriptures. When we talk about message, they say Holy Scriptures. Okay. However, Hindu also believe in life after death. They also believe that there would be life after death. But when we ask how, they don't have the clue. But they believe it. Our theology is very much cultured about how would be life after death. So there would be resurrection. What is it? Resurrection. Yeah, resurrection. Yeah, what is resurrection? Resurrection is, can you tell me? It is life after death. Yeah, after death. Yes or no? Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we will be accountable for our good and bad deeds. So here, although Christianity believes that due to the crucifixion, we will straight away go to paradise. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. And Judaism believes, and what do they believe? They believe that there would be an accountability. There would be an accountability. Do you know what accountability means? Yeah. Do you know what accountability means?
No.
Questions. God will ask questions. Yes. So what do the Judaism say? Judaism say,
There will be accountable.
yeah, there is an accountability, but if they go, so if they are charged for their sins, okay, for what? For their sins, the punishment would be not severe. So for certain days they may go to hell, but for a very small period, small time, very, very, very little time. Little time. Okay. And then they will enter to paradise. Okay. Both are convinced that they will go to paradise. For Muslims, for Muslims, there would be questions. Okay. What might be the questions? About your about your adulthood. Where did you spend your time? Okay. Yes. Okay. And then there would be question about their time. Where did they spend their time in the adulthood, for example? And about the blessings that were given to them, wealth, or we can say wealth, or we can say wealth. Wealth. Where did they spend it? On the right path or on the wrong path? There is another question. Did they worship? Yeah. So there are many questions. And then if someone goes to is not did not give the answer properly, he will go to the hell. No excuses. Okay? But they believe, some believe that the time will be very small. Okay, little time. And some say for the long time. Little time, and some say long period. The truth is, this is wrong. No little time. They will exactly get if. Now, exact, they would be exactly given the punishment. If, for example, there is an if over here. If, what is if? What is if? If. It's a big if. Almighty forgives. Nobody else can forgive. Almighty. Okay. And he or she does not commit. He or she does not commit shirk. And what is shirk? Can you tell me? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? That is associating partners. Yes, with Almighty. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And so on. Likewise, if we talk about salvation, all three say that we will get it. All say there is never ending life. Once the life begins, the life will never ever happen. So, for Muslims, salvation is all about making making it possible. How? How would that be? That is again known as rights, responsibility. So we talk about rights. Okay. What about rights? There are two types of rights. Rights of human beings, animals, okay? And there are rights of Almighty. So, the rights of humans, this part can be forgiven by the Almighty. For example, if I did not pray, okay, He may forgive me, okay? But this part is problematic. How? Are you here with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this part is problematic. We forgot to record the, yeah, we are recording the, okay. Yeah, this part is problematic. So, if I have to pay debt, for example, I'm payable to someone, okay? I have to pay debt for someone. I will not enter to paradise until I pay the debt. It is conditional. So, the rights of humans are conditional, or I commit oppression, and animals as well. Okay, even plants. If I did oppression, I will be subject to accountability. Now, how would be my accountability? The one I have to, okay, accountability. How? Accountability. Either I will pay the debt through my good deeds. Okay, that's how it is conditional, right? I told you. I told you that accountability, that it is conditional, human rights. How will I pay? These are conditional. These are conditional. So if I did not pay the debt, what is going to happen with me? Or I did oppression with animals, maybe a plant, maybe a human being. What is the accountability? Now here comes the interesting part. I will pay my debt through my good deeds. Yes or no?
Yeah.
If I don't have my good deeds, I will add my account with his bad deeds. Okay. Even if hmm, if I gave him a abused him, for example, or I whispered, you know what whisper is?
Hmm?
Yeah, you know what whispering is? Backbiting. Biting. And keep on adding. Keep on adding in it. Disrespect. Hmm? Parents. Yes or no? Parents. Okay? Family members. Friends. Keep on adding, huh? Elders. I need to respect them, especially the parents. Even if they are not Muslim, even if they are of some other religion, even if they are Christians or maybe Jews or maybe any other religion, I will have to respect them. Only one thing, if they ask me to leave my religion, then I will say no. Except that I will respect them. Respect, respect, and respect. You cannot say no to your mother and your father. Did you get the point? Yeah. So let's study what is author saying in this part. So it says, yeah, okay, the promise and the heirs. Do you know what heirs is? Do you know what heir is? Yeah, let me write something here for you. Here is the here is the share share of money that you will get from your maybe your maybe your family, for example. Okay, okay. So what is it? You can see share of money. Both Bible and Quran discuss creation and share similar stories of Adam. Adam. I think so. This is here. If I am not right, let me check what is here. H-E-I-R. H-E. Yeah, what is here? Legally entitled to inherit the inheritance. We're talking about it. Yes, I am right. Property, money. Okay. So, person upon their death. So, let's see what the writer says. Where are the others? They're not. Everybody's here, mashallah. Salam, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Walaikum assalam.
Yes. How do you say salam in your language? Korean?
안녕하세요.
Yeah, I cannot understand that. Difficult. But anyways, Korean salam to you as well. Okay. So both Bible and Quran discuss creation, share similar stories of Adam, Eve, and Noah. Yes or no? Both agree on the story of Sarah being unable to have children, leading Sarah to allow Hagar to have a child with Ibrahim in hopes of having a son. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay, how didn't you see the video?
we saw the video.
I don't know. But anyways, so the story also confirms in other other scriptures as well. So, like for example, in Quran, God says to the children of Israel, go to Egypt and then fight for the cause. But they hesitated. So God punished them and sent them to the desert Sinai. So these stories are in the Bible as well, in the New Testament and the Old Testament as well, and as well in the Quran as well. It confirms as well. So let's talk about the okay history of Jesus. We'll talk it about later. So what about miracles? So miracles there are also, for example, in Judaism and Islam. For example, confusion of Jesus across the three faiths. I'm sorry, there's a problem on my link. I'm so sorry about that. So, for example, talking about the ethics, so Christian ethics, when was introduces Christianity with ethics heard in the Sermon of the Mount. These wise teaching was taught in the form of parables, which Christ often charged those to have ears or hear. When rules appear to have places more emphasized on the ethical teaching of Christianity. For example, the Beatitudes begin with the Jesus addressing the crowd, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for they're in the kingdom of the heaven." Okay. Blessed are those who mourn. Mourn. Mourn means, what does mourn means? Mourning means is to plead for help. Okay. Okay. Will be confronted, comforted. So, okay, poor people are blessed people. King, they will go to the kingdom of heaven, and the people who are in pain, they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek. What are the meek? Let's check the meek. So, humbly patient or quiet in nature and under provocation from others. Okay. Soft, timid, or weak. So, we can say that the meek are the people who are weak. Okay. For they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and the thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. So these beautiful verses of Bible, look at that. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. So who will see the God? Who are pure in their heart. Blessed are the peacemakers. Look beautiful. For they will call children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people reveal you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely. Understand? So these are the Bibles of Van Worst. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. Say, very beautiful. For in the same way the persecuted the prophets who were before you. So, in this world, if you are going through some kind of, I would say, exam or some kind of challenge that is making you suffer some pain, so the Almighty will give you, what will it give you? It will give you the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Other aspects of Christian ethics are revealed when Jesus teaches obedience by reminding his followers that they are the salt of the earth. What are they? Let's see. Jesus explains that salt must stay flavorful. Yes or no? And a person's light should not be hidden but kept visible so other can see their good works and glory God in heaven. So there is a definitely purposeful life for a Christian to have to work for good things, okay? To strive for the heaven, for the glory, for the God's glory, okay? He also reminds his followers that he did not come to abolish the law but to fulfill it, okay? So, Christ goes beyond instruction, instructing the crowd not to commit murder. Okay, now see, no religion accepts this. Okay, committing murder is not allowed in any religion. Committing murder is not allowed. Committing murder, not allowed. It's a very big sin, not in any religion. Okay, so if there is an if, someone kills innocent. Yeah. So this means that there are some laws in Bible as well. These are known as in Bible, in Judaism, in Islam, these are known as codes of life. Yes or no? Okay. So if you hit someone and break his leg, for example, then in the remedy, your leg will be also broken. In all the religions, this is yes. Yes. Eye for eye. Eye for eye. Leg for leg. Any other thing? For that instance, if somebody breaks someone's nose, then nose for nose, you can break his nose as well. But under the law, okay, you cannot break it yourself. It is the justice that would decide. And teeth for teeth. For teeth. So two things we learned today that are similars. One are the laws, okay? And there are other laws as well. What may be? You cannot kill, you cannot beat someone without any reason, okay? And you cannot force people to get out of their home forcefully. These are all unanimous in all the religions. Okay. The second thing we learned was stories. For example, can you tell me any story? Abraham, and children, Abraham and their children. Okay, they were okay. And the story of any other story? Can you tell me? Solomon, Solomon, King Solomon. Can you tell me a story? Yes, can I even tell the story of Solomon, King Solomon? Can you hear me, guys? Am I audible to you? So he was the
Yes.
mightiest. Yeah, he was the mightiest of the kings. Every single scriptures confirms it. Okay. Story of Jesus Christ. Yeah. So all the scriptures confirm that he was the most noble. Noble. Her mother was Saint Mary. Okay. Mary. Have you okay, then there, and he was given miracles. Yes or no? What kind of miracles can you tell me, please? Yes. Can anyone tell us, please? Yeah, he would make people alive. Yeah. Any other? He will cure the people who are not, who are in disease. And hmm, and he used to tell where the treasure is. Especially people had those treasures in their home, mhm, in their home hidden. So he would tell okay, so he had the miraculous life like no one, and he is the greatest of all. Yes or no? Any other miracle? Yeah, he will come back. He is the Messiah. Yes or no? What is Messiah? Hmm? What is a Messiah? What is a Messiah? Can anyone tell? Yeah, all will. When he comes back, everybody in the earth, everyone, everyone will accept his faith. All the Muslims, all the Christians, everyone will accept his faith. Yes or no?
Yes.
Am I saying right? Yeah. The question is, and he will kill the evil. Evil. Yeah. That's why we all are waiting for him to join his forces. So everybody is okay. For the Jews, the Messiah is not the same. Okay. They have the concept of Messiah, but their Messiah is different. Okay. They say the Messiah is different. That is their savior. Okay. And what do Muslims say? Muslims say that this is very unfortunately very I would say that cannot be solved. So they say their savior is basically the enemy of Muslims and Christians both. Both. And what do Muslims say? We call him the Dajjal. Yes or no? What do you say, guys, about it? Do you have any prophecy? So these all that we are talking about are known as prophecies. In every religion, we have prophecies. What is prophecies? Can you tell me? What are the prophecies? These are the future events. that are gonna happen. Okay. And the third thing we learned today is the ethics. So who will get the paradise? The one according to the Christian. I told you about the Muslims. Now Christians, the one who are in pain, and the one who are mourning, mourning is also from the pain, and the one who are directly serving the God, and the poor people. Yes or no? Yeah. Let's let's complete our lecture. So Christian teachings is easier to settle your debts and dispute with other first before taking matters to court. The court will serve its own interest by charging large amount of money before you issue can be properly resolved. Jesus lays down ethical guidelines on community, for example, adultery. Okay. Christ goes as far as saying that even looking at a woman with lustful eyes means a person has committed adultery. The same is true for Muslims. Okay? For the Muhammad or the Muslim says, Al Ainani Tazniyan, even the eyes they commit the adultery. Okay? To prevent sinful action, Christian symbolically tells believer, if your right eyes cause you to sin, blink it out and throw it away. This is the metaphor, I would say. Yeah. Or it is really what the Christianity wants. I think so. It's a metaphor that you avoid it. Yeah. What do you say, guys? Yeah. So, and if your hand caused you to sin, your hand, cut it off. Again, I would say this is a metaphor because it is better to lose one of your members than to have your entire body thrown into hell. So what do you say, guys? Okay. This is a very strong, a very effective and ethical guideline, okay, by the prophet Jesus, or what you say as the Lord Jesus. What do you say, guys, about it? Christian also sets the rules and ethics for divorce by telling the crowd that divorce is permitting if there is a certificate of divorce. Okay. The ground for divorce are also based on unfaithfulness. If someone divorces for a reason other than unfaithfulness, he causes his wife to commit adultery. Is that true? He causes his wife to commit adultery. That might be one of the cause, okay, other than the unfaithfulness. That's what it means. And anyone who marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Okay. Same is the case with Muslims and Jews as well. They are their scriptures are very strict about the committing of adultery. Okay. And for us, once the divorce is given, for the Muslims, divorce can be, as the Christian said, unfaithfulness. Ness. And for the reason as well, we give divorce on the reason as well. Okay. A very valid reason. For example, what might be the reason? He cannot afford my livelihood. Livelihood. The spouse, the husband, if he cannot afford the livelihood of the wife, he cannot sustain the marriage ceremony or the marriage. So the wife will go to the court and simply says that he cannot afford my livelihood of every day. The court will immediately, with immediate effect, cancel the marriage. Yeah, this is a very, so this means that a husband in Islam is Muslim is responsible for everything that a wife needs. House, for example, house, oops, house, expense, okay? So, children expense, 100% lies on whom? On, on whom? Can anyone tell? Wife or husband? Yeah, on the husband. Yeah. If he marriages, he will take care of everything. And for the marriage, he will also give a dowry. What is a dowry? What is a dowry? Dowry is a charge. It can be 2000, 2K. It can be 200,000. It can be more than that. No limit. But he has to pay dowry to the wife, and that's her money. That's how wife is so strong in our culture, in our setup. Okay. Now you got the point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions? What about the Christians?
No.
Yeah. So it is by duty of the religion, a husband is very strictly bound. And what's the responsibility of wife? Only one thing. What is that? Can anybody tell? Yeah, yeah. Only one thing. Take care of the husband. Yeah. Even the wife is not forced to do the home management. If she does, that's her blessing. But if she says, no, I want some servant or I am not responsible, then she is allowed. That's how she is powerful. What do you say, guys? Guys, now tell about your culture. Can you tell me? Wife and husband, for example. Okay. Or should I give you the assignment? What might be the difference? Can you tell me? Or you want to give me an assignment? For example, yes. What are the rights and what are these are very important things. This must be taken care of every society. Understand? So let's complete the. So ethical part should be very strong in any religion, in every society. So Christ also, okay. More Christians' ethics are evident when Jesus warns the crowds about the swearing falsely. That's very important. And emphasizing the importance of keeping your word. Okay. So what is the next thing? Yeah. Next thing is keeping your word or promise. I would say that is a very big ethical response. Promise. So for Muslim, there is no religion whatsoever. If someone cannot keep his promise, then he is not a Muslim. No, he is a very weak Muslim. No, 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 not at all. So the same goes for the Christianity. Okay, Christians are also very much okay. Jesus was with the humans. Since heaven is God's throne, look at the simile or the metaphor, and earth is his foot. What is this? Footstool. Okay. What is footstool? But instead, you should give a simple answer of yes or no. Any other reply is considered evil. Chris- Christ shows that the principle of an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth becomes outdated, and that forgiveness should be practiced by turning other cheek. What does that mean? Giving to those who want to sue you and going the extra mile with those who seek to take advantage. Christ also instructs the crowds to give to beggars and borrowers. So what do you say, guys? So all of these as I told you earlier, are also applicable in Islam and in Judaism as well. Christ teaches us about further Christian ethics that we should love and our neighbors. Yeah. So in Islam, there is so much emphasis on the neighbors that there was a time when Muslims feared that they would be given right in the inheritance as well. That's how much strong neighborhood is. Yes or no? Are you getting my point? As well as our enemies, and pray for those who wish to persecute us. Okay? Even the enemies, if they are your neighbors, they have your rights. Yes or no? Even if they become your guest, then they are honorable until and unless they remain at your house, even if they are your enemies. By doing so, we are regarded as the children of God. Christ also explains that God is a just God. God sent rain on both the righteous and the unrighteous. He also instructs us to be perfect, just as the heavenly Father is perfect. Okay, got the point? Okay. Christ teaches us to be careful about how he displays our charity, our prayers life, our righteous to be seen by others. These acts righteousness should be done in secret so that God can see what is done for his eyes only. Okay, we pray none to the God and we want to do it in a secret way. Okay. So that's why the same goes, this is very, very true for secret. SICRET. What is a secret worship? Yeah, what is the secret worship? Nobody knows, but the God knows. Huh? So how do you do it? How do you perform it? Hmm? So you perform your secret worship through praying, for example. Okay, just to the God itself. For that reason, this is also correct for the Christians and the Judas, and for the Muslim as well. We pray tahajjud. Do you know what tahajjud is? But it is not mandatory. So what is tahajjud? When everybody is sleeping, you get up, you do your ablution, and you pray at night when everybody is sleeping. At that time, the God is very near to you. Okay? You have a direct connection with the God. So you pray your secret worships. This is also correct for Muslims, for Christians, and for everyone. Yes or no? Don't you pray? Don't you have any secret prayers? Yes, everybody has a secret prayer. Okay. So, our Father in heaven, hallowed to be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts as we all have forgiven our debtors. And do not bring us to the time of trial, but rescue us from the evil one. So beautiful. That's the Lord's Prayer. Jesus taught his disciples the Lord's Prayer. Can you pray this in your language? Yeah, it's beautiful. Do you pray
Yes.
this? Do you pray it? Can you pray it in your language? How will you pray that? Yes. Okay. Christian discusses religious ethics as a sense of forgiving others so that God will forgive us. Yes, this is very beautiful, and it is also in Islam as well. So, if you forgive, Allah will forgive you as well. Huh? If we choose not to forgive us, then God will not forgive us as well. Okay. So, here is a bit difference. If we do not forgive someone in Islam, Allah will hold him accountable for that sin and will not take revenge from us, from him only, because he committed some oppression with you, maybe that you don't want to forgive. Okay. But if you don't want to forgive someone and he did not do anything, then Allah will not forgive you. Here both are equal, which means our prayer remain unanswered. Okay. If you do not forgive people, your prayers will be unanswered. For us, this is true. Okay. When will the prayer be answered? Prayers. For prayers, we must forgive. Yes or no? If we want that our prayers are to be heard, then what should we do? We must forgive. Yes or no? Yes, we must forgive. Okay, we can also give some charity as well. So it's very important. If we want our prayers to be heard, we must give charity as well. Okay. So Muslims, if they also, so their family members, any one of your family members, if you help them, even your kins, huh? Even your kins, your cousins, if you help them in their dire needs, Allah will, or the Almighty will listen your prayers, and there is another reward. He will add your life, increase the number of days you live in this world. That would be increased. Okay. So your life would be added more. So you do more things. You forgive people, you give charity, you become good with your family members. Allah will answer your prayers, they would be heard, and He would be given extra life. Don't you want extra life? Everybody wants extra life. What do you say, guys? Hmm. The teaching of Christ are full of wisdom and prophecy. Do you know what prophecy is? I told you. Is the future incidents that are going to happen. Christ offers much more ethical guidance by referring serving two masters because one master will take priority over the other. Here, he is taking about serving God and money. So, which master are you going to serve? God or money? Yeah, of course. Yes or no? No. God or money? God. Yeah, but the problem is people are serving the money. This means that the teachings of Christ is not fulfilled. He does not want you to serve the money, he wants you to serve the God. Yes or no? What do you say, guys? Amazing, isn't it? But services, both services demand a significant amount of time, and person will be exhausted trying to serve both and will end up disliking one to the other. Okay. So money is a requirement of life. Yeah. We need money, don't we? Money. Yeah. We cannot leave it, can we? No. So what does that means? That means, yeah, that means your money should be pure. What does that means? It shouldn't be illegal. And you shouldn't go for temptations. Temptations. What is temptation? Yeah. What is temptation? Yeah, I need more and more. I want so much money. I want more, that I just want to fill my belly with the money. No, that is not allowed. Okay. So, yeah. Simplicity. Yes or no? You live a simple life. So you will not need too much money. Why? You are living a beautiful life that is simple. You don't need too much. So, yes, we need money. We cannot live without money, but it should not be our religion. Is it our religion? Money? No, it cannot be our religion. Yeah, no. Even if you earn billions and billions of dollars, billions of dollars, that is okay. No problem. That's your money. That's yours. But should you fall into temptations? Yes. Should you go for a luxurious life? No, that doesn't mean that you forget that one day you will have to leave this world. So all the money that will remain to the Almighty, you will have to one day leave this, and you will be again accountable in front of your Lord who gave you the bounties of this life. Okay? So who are you serving? Your God or the money? That is the basic question. Yes or no? As much as we worry, God tells us not to. Christ reminds us not to worry about clothing, food, or drink, or life in general, because God knows our needs and will supply them. Yes or no? Just as He provides for the birds, for the flowers, so our life should be like birds. Yeah. Can we live like birds? Do you want to live like birds? Okay. How does a bird live? Number one, it has a beautiful heart. Beautiful heart, full of mercy. Yeah? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, its heart is very beautiful and it does not keep food store. Store. Why? Yeah, every day it flies in the morning, and when it comes back to its nest, its belly is full and it it takes the food in her beak for its children, okay? For the small birdies. So it does not store the food like human beings. Yeah. So it does not store the foods. No. Every day it flies in the morning. So what does it should do? She do in the morning? What does the birds do in the morning? They get up and they praise. Who? They praise who? They praise Almighty in their language, beautiful language. Yes or no? Do you want to live like a bird? Yeah. And in the morning, yeah, in the morning and in the evening as well, when their bellies are full and Almighty tells us in the morning and in the evening. Yeah. Do you want to learn? Or, yeah, but, or do you want to live like bees? For that instance. Yeah. You want to live like a bees? Yeah. They collect. What do they collect? They collect. Hmm? What do they collect? They collect the juice from flowers. Yeah. Yes or no? And then what do? They make honey for us. Okay. So you want to live like a bee, huh? Yeah, beautiful. They live for us. They serve the God. They serve the humanity. Okay? They serve the God and they serve the humanity. Yeah. Okay? And whatever they consume, they eat is pure, very clean. Yeah. Number three, wherever they visit, the place is clean, beautiful. They don't sit on the dust. They don't sit on the garbage. Okay. Yeah. And they are guided by their guidance. From the morning, they start collecting the juice until the evening. They go to their giant beehive. What is their beehive? Do you know what beehive is? Do you know what beehive is? Beehive. What is a beehive? Yeah. Do you know the beehive? It's the nest. Yeah. Nest. Sorry. So they travel thousands, hundreds of miles every day. And who guide them? Guide these small bees to their nests? Almighty. So they are serving the God and they are serving. Okay. Now there is a direct connection of bees and God. Do you want to live like that? Don't you want to have a direct connection with the God like the bees have direct connection with the God? And what tell me, let me tell you one thing. If they consume something unclean, for example, sting, if they sting a human, what happens? If they sting a human, what happens? They die. Simply. Okay. Or do you want to live like a mosquito? You want to live like a mosquito? Who wants to live like a mosquito? Raise their hands. Okay, who wants to live like a honey or like a bird? Beautiful. Yeah, raise your hands, please. I would raise my hand. I want to live like a bird or like a honey. Yes or no? And or do you want to live like a mosquito? My God, always sits on the unclean or always have bad food, not pure, impure, pure, no pure food. Yeah, no guidance. Do whatever you want to. Go live your life like an animal. GUAI, yeah, guidance. No guidance whatsoever. No family. No purpose of life. Zero purpose. Yeah, one purpose. Zero purpose. Only one purpose. And what that is? What that purpose is? Yeah, to tease other. You want to tease others? Yeah. Even the animals are telling you behave, behave. Okay. Or do you want to live like okay. I think so examples are fulfilling the requirement. Did you get the lecture today? Is what was it interesting for you guys? Yes or no?
Mm.
Yeah, amazing. We must learn from the nature. Okay. Just as we provide it for the birds, for the flowers and nature. Yeah, life is beautiful. So what is life? Life is ugly? No. I think it's human beings that make it. It's ugly or beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Is it beautiful or ugly? Yeah, tell me. What do you choose? What do you think life is? Life is ugly or beautiful? Any comment, brothers and sisters? Yeah, tell me. What do you see life? Life is beautiful or at least you can see the mountains of Margala in front of you. They are so beautiful. Have you gone to the mountains of Margala? Yeah, so beautiful. Do you want to go to the mountains? I will take you one day if you want to. On the trail 5 or on trail 3. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's so natural. So, what is life? For me, it is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And what about you guys? Yeah, tell me. Is it ugly or beautiful? Yeah, come on. Break the silence. Come on. You guys are not breaking the silence. Okay. Okay. Class must be interactive. Teacher also speaks, students also interact. That is the best way for the class. As much as we worry, God as tells us not to. Okay. Judging is for God only. So beautiful. Look at this. Even Christianity and Judaism and Islam, they are talking about the same principles. Okay, knowing that God judges everyone can be relief and comfort to those who feel that life is unfair and that justice does not always happen. Okay, so you don't take justice in your hand. Okay, Christ tells us not to judge, or we will also be considered by same standard we use. We all have speaks of dust. What is speaks? Hmm? Can anybody tell me what is speaks? Okay, copy text. Speaks. Very small spots, particles. What is speaks? Speaks is particle of dusts. Okay. Are we particle of dust? Yes or no? Yes, we all are made of mud in our eyes and have no rights to look at the dust in our brother's eye. Okay. Yeah, we don't like to. Huh? So whatever. So what does that means? Yeah. What does that means? You and your brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. So you are wearing Apple Watch. And what about your sisters and brothers? They don't have anything. Okay. You have a luxurious life. What about your sisters and brothers? They have no food, no food, no livelihood. Yeah. So now what is wrong? Now your faith is questioned. It means your faith is not complete. Yeah. You like for what you do not like for your brothers and sisters. Yeah. Whatever you don't like, you just give to your brothers and sisters. So your faith is not complete. So if you want to complete your faith, make sure that all of the community must live a good life. Okay? What do you say? Yeah. So these are the ethics told by the Jesus Christ to the humanity. We all have speaks of dust. Okay, Christ shows compassion. What is compassion? Love. When he warns about those who are offended or hurt by others. Okay. We don't take revenge, do we? If we are the followers of Christ, will we take the revenge? No. He shows that, okay, so in our books, if you do not take the revenge, even even if you are, revenge has two types. Okay, one is wrong revenge. I'm not talking about a wrong one. Okay, no, I'm talking about the rightful revenge. The rightful, it means that the person is really in a position that you can take revenge even if you forgive him or her, forgiven for that. Then the God will give you a beautiful house in paradise. You want to have one? Yes or no? You want to have a house in a paradise? Then you must forgive the people. That is how beautiful forgiveness Jesus Christ told us. Okay. So, what is this word? Swine, can you eat? Okay, it says this. One must, okay, leave it. I know someone may get hurt. Christ demonstrates other Christians' ethics by telling us to ask, seek, knock. Okay, you cannot enter the house like that. Okay, and same is in Islam and in other. If we ask, we shall receive. If we seek, we shall find. If we knock, the door will be opened. If we know how to give good gifts to our children, how much more will God give to those who ask, seek, and knock? Okay, so I think so. Now you can, okay, binding faiths together. Three faiths, one God, Judaism, and Christianity. According to the Interfaith Film, all three faiths based communities have developed similar ideas. I told you and I have given you immense example from the Quran, from the nature, and from the books. So three religion, three families, faith matters. Okay, what does the writer say is that functions as a as a documentary that compares three faiths. Okay, what are the three faiths? In Jerusalem, in Jerusalem, the three religious communities live side by side. I have shown you the video, right? So in Jerusalem, both three faiths, Christians and Muslims and Jews, they live side by side, making it a very beautiful family, sharing a core belief. Christian regard Jerusalem as a strict place. Nothing that is where Jesus died and rose in the dead. Okay. Jews also consider Judaism a holy place. And what about us? What about us? And the wall, the western wall, okay, the second temple. And what about the Muslims? Like, okay, what about us? We also believe in this place to be very holy because King Solomon made the temple known as Mosque of Aqsa. No, the Golden Temple, sorry. The Dome of Rock located in Jerusalem. Okay, so what does the writer want to say? So, okay, now let me tell you one thing. You have to give me answer. This is the last thing, okay? Then we will leave the class, okay? So, three religion, Islam. Okay, well, I will write Christianity on the top because it is the first one, okay? Christianity. And Judah comes on the second place, and Islam comes on the second. Okay, okay. So, what is the relation between the both? Is there any relation? Can anybody tell? Is there any relation between Christianity and Judaism? Yes or no? Yeah. So I'll leave this question to you because you are not anticipating in the class. It is becoming very difficult for me. Okay. And what about Islam? Islam honors the both as people of, this is the title. Islam gives to Christianity and Judah people of book. Yeah. So what title is given to the Christians and the Judahs? People of book, noble people of. And Islam also allows men to marry with them. So respect them. And that is should be the case with all the religions. I think so. You enjoyed the lecture? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you can send me your attendance. And please note that I have created this section in the Google Drive in which your notes are also visible over here. Okay. Religion. Okay. Now today's I will add today as well. Rest you can read it by. It was very beautiful, right? They are very beautiful, and we I only read what was your interest. Okay, I only read that part of the. Okay, where is it? Was that the one I told taught you? Okay, no, no, June. No, this one I taught you today. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. It was amazing gathering with you guys. Always very fruitful. Okay, here you get your lecture. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. I hope you enjoy a beautiful life and that we all may gather to the heavens. Ameen. Okay, Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz.
Yes, sir.
Take care, everyone.